Blinded by the light.
Blinded by the light.
Welcome to the second episode of the Glug. I'm James.
I'm Eric. This is episode Dose. Not to be confused with a number 2. It's a number 2 episode.
Number 2 episode. Today we are going to be talking about New England Style IPAs. Do you know what a New England Style IPA is?
It is an IPA that originated in New England, and they made it in a New England style, and they use special New England hops, and it's hazy.
So no, it is hazy. It is an unfiltered IPA or a double IPA that is continuously hopped, which gives it that orange haze or opaque or muddy color. Today we are going to be running through 3 of them, and we'll give it our rating today, which is a 6-pack.
6-pack.
1 can being 6 being completely awesome. Today we're going to be running through Space.
Hey, what's a toucan?
What is a toucan?
It's a bird. All right.
There
you go.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yes. Tangerine Space Machine from New Holland Brewery. Juicy from Petoskey Brewery. And Slurmlord from Shorts Brewing Company.
Slurmlord. It's fun to say.
It's odd. It's an odd name.
Slurmlord.
I'm really looking forward to this one.
So am I. I had the opportunity, James has probably met the dude before, but I had the opportunity to meet the guy from New Holland that was in here yesterday doing the tasting.
Rep.
Yeah,
Nate.
Yeah, Nate. Had an opportunity to meet Nate yesterday. Super cool cat, knows a lot about beer. Mixed up some beers for us, just little tiny tastings of the beers, and really impressed. Something I hadn't tried before, like you would think, having lived here, I would have had Dragon's Milk before. Never really tried Dragon's Milk before, but got to taste it, and that's solid beer, and I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend if you ever find Nate out on the street, talk to him about beer, because the dude has knowledge. All right.
Yeah, the guy's pretty smart when it comes to beer, especially his products. We're going to not be tasting Dragon's Milk, New England style beers today.
Yes. There are no dragons in New England.
Tangerine Space Time Machine. Yeah. I will pour you.
Oh, thank you so
first.
much, man. That's so nice of you.
We're going to go halvesies?
Yeah. Okay, so I actually do know a little bit about this beer. So the unfilteredness of the beer is supposed to give it more of kind of a silky smooth flavor instead of the very, very hop forward type of IPA that you generally have that just smacks you in the face with the hops. This beer should be a little more citrusy and just not quite as hoppy. Am I correct, sir?
I'd say you're good. Plus, tangerine in the name kind of gives away the citrusness about it. But so anyway, you can see the haze. This one's kind of light. With respect to a lot of the New England style IPAs that I've run through, this one's fairly light. I think it's going to be a little bit more crisp. Mm-hmm. As we progress, the colors should get a little bit more haze and orange in color. Let's give her a shot.
All right. Cheers, sir.
Yeah, to me it's light.
I would agree.
Citrusy. Very upfront with the citrus.
Yeah.
I
would definitely say with any other New England style that I've had, it's definitely thinner. Would that be? I mean, to drink it, you don't really get the super hazy, almost not really chunky, but still hits you in the back of the throat feeling. So yeah, I'd say it's lighter. It's good.
It's good. This is a sessionable beer.
Yeah.
6.8%. I think this is something that's be perfect for a hot day. We're kind of bleeding into the fall weather right now.
Yeah. But you could, sit inside on a cold day and drink this and just pretend like you're on the beach.
Yeah. Drink
Absolutely.
a bunch of them. I think you could drink a bunch of these.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody will get pissed at you.
Ain't nobody be mad at that.
No, New Holland did a good job.
Yeah.
I think I'll save my rating till we're all done.
Okay.
I think my rating will be more focused on just these 3 beers.
You're gonna base it on every New England style IPA out there?
No, I think it'll be more of a comparison of
Okay.
these 3s. Like, for example, if I gave one of them a 6, then I can't give another one a 6 during this show.
Oh, yes.
Make sense?
Okay.
I think they're all going to be solid.
Yeah.
I have had, and so have you, the Juicy. We have not had this year's Slurmlord yet.
Yeah.
So.
Juicy was, I came in here and I bought it pretty much every time I came in. My beer of choice for the summer. So we already know what that's going to kind of be for me. But I'd love to taste it again because it's just delicious.
Yeah, it's not going to be horrible.
Finish this off and get to it.
Oh, this is a tough job,
I
Eric.
do love it. I know. I like the tangerine-ness of that beer.
Ness. Yeah.
Tangerine-ness.
The tangerine-ness of it.
Yeah, it's just different. It's like some of them are going to be kind of more orange. That one you go, oh yeah, that is tangerine.
Yeah, this one's fun.
Yeah.
This one's fun.
All right.
It gets kind of lost in the shuffle, and a lot of people probably, well, I know we have a ton of New England style IPAs at Manistee Beverage.
Yeah.
And this one kind of gets lost in the mix. But if somebody wants a good, sessionable New England style, I think this one's it.
For viewers that haven't been on the beer train for a while, explain to me, in a very short way, can you explain to me what sessionable is?
Okay. My young Padawan.
Yes.
For me, because of the tolerance, and also for you, I think your tolerance is, for alcohol,
a little higher.
It's a little bit
than
high.
normal.
But if you're in that 5 to 6% ABV,
Okay.
that's considered a sessionable beer, meaning you can drink a few of them and not lose your mind, Eric.
Okay.
Whereas this is a double IPA. It's above 7%, not sessionable.
So I can't wait.
So don't drink a 6-pack.
Well, I mean, there's novice sessionable, and then there's like pro sessionable.
Yeah. Sessionable, not sessionable. But enjoy a couple of them. Are you ready to try the juice?
Oh yeah. Bring that on. Slurmlord. Slurmlord.
Which is the last one.
Yeah. All right. So this is the Juicy from Toski.
It's a little bit hazier.
Yeah. Yep. Still has a great smell to it.
Yeah, more orange.
love
It's
this
been
beer.
tangerine-ness.
Yeah. Tangerine-ness.
Enjoy. Your thoughts, go.
I love this beer. I love that it doesn't just automatically right off the top just say, here's the orange, take it. You drink it, you get that great flavor in the beginning, and then it just leaves you with the orange right there at the end.
A little partial.
Yeah, just brings you back in. It's like, hey, come back here. You should probably drink the rest of this and get more orange.
This was like Eric's first experience with the New England style IPAs. You were a virgin.
I was.
And after having this, you just can't let it go.
I can't.
Yeah.
I've sought out this beer every time I come in. Every time, like, we've gone up, UP and wherever, and I try to find it because I love it that much. I just think that it's a great beer. To me, it's sessionable.
It is 5.7%.
To me, it's, hey, you know what it is to me? It's obsessionable.
You're obsessed with Petoskey Juicy.
Obsessionable.
Obsessionable.
Obsessionable. Yep. Great beer, though.
It is a good beer. More orange than tangerine-ness. We've already touched on that.
Yeah.
I do think that I'm leaning towards the Space Time Machine.
You're leaning more towards the Tangerine Time Machine?
Yep.
Than the Juicy?
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that just to make me mad, or?
I'm saying that to tell you that.
I think they're different.
Well, they're very different beers.
I think they're different. They're like, I'm not going to turn down the New Holland. I'm definitely not going to turn down the Petoskey. I mean,
but if you had to choose right now between New Holland and the Petoskey.
Don't make me choose.
We'll save it till the end.
Yeah, do that.
Oh my goodness. You know what I forgot?
What?
I forgot a bottle opener.
What?
I'm going to have to segue.
All right, I'll talk to the people.
Don't be stupid.
That's going to happen. So, yeah, I just love like this Petoskey. Juicy. And I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I marinated steaks with it, and it was unbelievable. When I say I marinated steaks with it, I mean I was drinking it while I was grilling and happened to pour it over some steaks while I was drinking it, while I was grilling, and it actually gave the meat a really great flavor.
If anybody stops watching your video because of what you just talked about,
well, it's just a, you know, I love that beer, and then I just wanted to see what it would do on a steak.
Bud Light?
No, not Bud Light. Juicy.
Dilly Dilly.
Slumlords.
So, I should have asked, because I can't remember.
Okay.
I should have Googled it, actually. I don't know what the ABV is on this. This is a double. So, it's above 7% for sure. Probably touching somewhere closer to 8%. Okay? Full disclosure, I am a huge fan of Shorts Brewing Company. So, I'm really excited to try this, and I've been waiting to try it for the Glug.
That's so nice. And you know what, James? I'm really happy that you've accepted the Glug. Because last
As a
week,
name, you mean?
Yeah, as a name. Like you weren't so hip on it at first, but
I'm not really a
like
a glugger.
Well, you are a glugger.
No, I'm not.
Well, the people that watch the show and that really get on board with this, they're gluggers.
Were you drinking before we started the show?
No.
Okay.
I just walked in the door and you're like, hey, let's do the Glug. And I'm like, okay, let's do the Glug. It's forced upon me.
Idiot. Oh, okay. Slurmlord.
Slurmlord.
Give me your glass.
Okay. I have a beeper. And it goes off. It's like beep, 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 beep. And it says 911 Glug on it. It's James. He calls me up. He's like, need a Glug. Need it now. Deny it.
You are kind of an idiot, but that's all right. That's why I love you. We're gonna enjoy this one.
Yes.
Split it right down the middle.
All right. Now that's hazy.
Is opaque.
Holy mackerel.
It's muddy. That is deep.
Yeah. Like you. Yeah.
Without trying it, I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is gonna be my 6-pack.
You think? Good Lord, that's like.
I mean, you can't see through that.
That's like butter in a glass. Holy moly.
If you're worried about calories, then you should never drink a New England style. Okay?
Because there aren't any. And you need to drink other beer.
New England style beers are naturally low carb. Typically come in around 10 calories a bottle.
And that's just the bottle. The beer is completely separate from that.
None of this is true.
Yeah.
But
the bottle alone, 10 calories. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That is a juice bomb.
Golly. I'm like.
That's good.
My salivary glands are in like super mode right now.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah. I think if you tried to slam this beer, you would probably just drool all over the place.
Yeah. Not a session beer.
No.
This is a beer to sit and enjoy with buddies.
Yeah. Cheers.
For sure. Joe Short. Good job, my dude.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. This is fantastic. And it's coming out in cans soon. So if you're not a fan of bottles, cans will be coming out soon of this. This is awesome.
Holy mackerel. I will honestly say that I'm kind of glad this didn't come out this summer.
We would have gotten in trouble.
I would have had a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I love you, Petoskey, Juicy, I really do, but the Slumlord just took over your neighborhood.
It's Slurmlord.
Slumlord.
But this is...
I'm slurming my speech.
This is really good.
It's fucking fantastic. Yeah, that... And the haze just doesn't go away.
So, we decided to not do M43 for this hazy New England style tasting because M43 is like it's the one that kind of started it all here in Michigan. However, as far as fanfare goes, it really developed a huge following. The beer is good. I've had plenty, and I think Eric will attest to this, plenty of New England styles that, for example, we were pairing Juicy up against M43 since the beginning of summer. This beer right here, in my professional beer drinking experience, is better than M43.
I will say that it is it's better than M43, and the problem I have with M43 is that if you're drinking it out of a can and you get to that last little bit at the bottom and you haven't rolled it enough, you get this swaller of stuff.
I mean, you gotta roll the can.
I did roll the can. I rolled it like a rat. I'm like, wick, like for 15 minutes. Last swig in my mouth.
The sediment.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the can.
Yeah. I don't want to drink sediment.
Nobody wants to drink sediment.
Nobody wants that. So, anyway, M43, great beer. Don't drink the bottom. Unless you really, really roll that. Yep.
Slurmlord. Good job, Joe.
Slurmlord.
Good job.
Excellent job.
Not sessionable.
Oh, not sessionable.
Although we could probably session it.
Obsessionable.
Yeah, it's super good.
Super obsessionable.
Cheers.
Super obsessionable.
I do have a treat for you, though.
Oh, jeez.
Picked up a beer today
Okay. This makes me a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
that neither of us have had.
It does make me a little nervous.
I actually pulled the trigger and bought some
Okay.
for Manistee Beverage Company.
Prior to trying it?
Prior.
Prior.
Not trier to trying
That's
it.
what I said. Prior to trying it.
Pretty sure you said trier to trying it.
Nope.
Yes. Prior to trying it.
Prior to trying it.
It is a New England style.
Okay.
It is from Deschutes. It's called Fresh Haze.
These shoes.
They're out of Oregon.
Okay. Or Oregon.
Right. Oregon Trail.
Did you ever play that when you were a kid?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
I always got typhoid.
You just got typhoid?
Like I never made it.
I was drowned in a river.
I think I'd rather drown.
I don't know. It's pretty sad to watch that little guy in the river go, yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to try it?
I would love it. Let's have it. Now, do we know anything about this beer?
No, haven't tried it.
Okay.
I didn't Google it.
Google it.
It says Fresh Haze, and I'm down for a good New England style. So.
All right. So on the
give her a look.
lightness scale, I'm gonna put it right next to Juicy. Yeah. It's definitely not as dark as
It's not as dark
Slumlord.
as Slurmlord, that's for sure.
Yeah.
trying to find the ABV on the can. And I can't.
Okay.
6.5%.
Okay.
45 IBUs.
All right.
Give her a swig. Cheers.
All right. Thanks for the surprise.
Oh, man, I'm not really impressed with this beer.
That's weird.
That's not.
That's weird.
Yeah. There you go. There I go again.
Yeah. There you go again on your own.
I did.
Yeah.
Just like Michigan Amber.
Yep.
That was a mistake.
Yep.
But
yeah, that's.
It's odd. It's going to be for sale here at Manistee Beverage Company.
Come get it
tomorrow.
Quickly.
So come down here and scoop this little bad boy up for me.
I mean, it's not. If you're,
beer. It tastes like a New England.
It tastes like a New England light.
It tastes like a good try.
It tastes like a New England light. Like if you like light beer and you're like, I want a New England, but I don't really want all the goodness. I should probably have it in a light form. There you go. It's not terrible. This is definitely sessionable.
Well, it's 6.5%. It's pushing the sessionable area.
Envelope. It's pushing the envelope.
For sure.
Is it writing checks that it's
Can cash?
What?
You owe me a Coke.
That just happened. Did we just become best friends? I think so.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Good job.
So there you go.
Yeah. So what else? Anything?
I want to discuss, so I did a little bit of research on the
Your
interwebs
research.
today. I did. And looking at New England Style IPAs. And I want your take on a term for me, okay? Because people start going through beers and they talk about how it's this and how it's that and whatever. And I kept running across the term mouthfeel. Would you ever use the term mouthfeel when describing a beer? I love the mouthfeel of that beer.
No. And probably not that way if I did.
Like, you would take a drink of this beer and be like, the first thing I notice is the mouthfeel.
So no, again.
Good.
And definitely not that way, if I ever did.
I'm just saying,
Mouthfeel.
And it just kept coming up over and over and over and over again. Has a buttery mouthfeel.
I feel like because I think that's kind of like a pretentious person's way of describing something.
Yeah.
It's a lot like wine.
Yeah.
You know.
Again,
Well, I don't drink beer that way.
Like a hipster is gonna spit out a beer because they're like, I don't like the mouthfeel of this beer.
My hipster?
A
Why's it gotta
hipster.
be a hipster?
Just because. Well, because
I think you're putting people in social groups by calling people hipsters. I don't think that's right.
Okay, a pretentious person that we're just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah. Mouthfeel. If we're ever at a bar and I'm sitting next to you and you go, I don't think I want this beer any longer. I'm not really keen on the mouthfeel of this beer.
I gotta say that would never happen. I would never say that, ever.
Okay.
I feel really
I'm
weird
talking about the
where this
general.
conversation
I'm talking
is
about the general public.
You think the general public?
I think the general public. Well, it's on the internet, and it kept coming up and over and over and over again. So what I'm saying is, stop using that term.
Mouthfeel.
You know what I love about this beer?
What do you love about that beer?
The hand feel. I love the hand feel of this beer. It's so delicious in my hand.
you believe everything on the internet?
It's on there, so it's true. No, I don't believe everything on the internet.
Was it in Wikipedia? Because if it wasn't in Wikipedia...
Ew! It's like the first thing that comes up in Google.
Mouthfeel?
Mouthfeel. New England Style IPAs. Doop, doop, doop.
Or is that just your history?
Mouthfeel.
Your history comes up with
Shit.
mouthfeel.
No. New England Style IPAs. Googled it. Comes up, says, has a buttery yet blah, 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 mouthfeel. I'm never describing a beer like that. That is the only time you will hear mouthfeel on the Glug. Or somebody's getting punched in the face. You're welcome.
Don't punch anybody in the face. This is a
I'll punch myself in the face.
nice show.
I know.
You want to rate these beers?
Yes! For God's sakes.
Let's not bring the creator into our discussion.
I love the Lord. Anyway. So, what do you got first there? Tangerines?
From what we've tried.
Yeah.
From beginning to end.
Yeah.
I give this 4 cans. 4 cans, which is a good rating.
That's a good rating.
That's a good rating.
4 out of 6 is good.
For this grouping, I give this
I'm going to go 4.
cans.
I'll go 4.
4 cans. Juicy.
4.5. Don't deliberate too long.
Yeah. It's a progression here. So I'm going to give Juicy 5 cans. Slumlord.
That's 5.5 cans for me.
This is a 6 canner for me. I think this is a buy it now beer. Go out there and find it. Come to Manistee Beverage Company and buy this beer. It's fantastic. If you like New England styles, this is a juice bomb and something you should definitely have. The Shoots, I'm giving this 1 can.
I'll give it 1.5 cans.
1.5. You always got to one up me.
Well, you know, yeah. And the only reason why I gave Slumlord 5.5 cans instead of 6 cans is because I haven't tried everything out there, and I'm that college professor that gives nobody an A.
I've tried
You're
a lot
welcome,
of New England
America.
style beers, and right now, this bad boy's my favorite.
It's the best thing I've ever had. But I only have to give it 5.5. 5 and 3.
It's still a really good rating, dude.
Just buy that beer because it's amazing. If you, New England's are your thing, do it. Anyway, James, you know what, brother? Thanks for another great episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're gonna have to go in hot, shut it down, my man.
Okay.